in spirit?
Butterflies in Spirit I started a couple of years ago because I wanted to get my missing auntie Belinda Williams picture out there somehow, and then I thought a good way to do it would to put her picture on t-shirts. Then I thought, how can I get people's attention? So then I thought maybe dance, and that song at the time, Who Run the World Girls, just caught my attention. And when I got girls to join this, they just happen to be family members of missing and murdered Aboriginal women and girls across Canada. And yeah, so we did our first performance. We blocked off the busy streets of Georgia and Granville in downtown Vancouver during the Missing and Murdered Women's Inquiry, and we did our performance.
So your aunt is missing, no?
Yeah, well, the reason why I started Butterflies was to get her picture out there. However, I do have a cousin who went missing when I was 16 as well, and her DNA was later found on Robert Pickens' farm. And I have another cousin who was taken by serial killer Terry Arnold and raped by him in the mountains, my cousin Dorina. However, she escaped. She was one of the ones. I think she might have been the only one who escaped him. And my other aunt was pushed out of a window here in the downtown east side. She survived. Just a couple of years ago, one of my best friends was stabbed by her boyfriend and almost murdered. And violence is just everywhere. And
so that's what makes you make this project, here at the Aboriginal community?
Here at the Vancouver Aboriginal Community Center, I work as the NATSAMAT coordinator, and it's a program for families of missing and murdered Aboriginal women. However, I do work with sex workers and women who have been in violent situations. So basically everything I do has to do with ending violence against women and girls. I also volunteer at the Battered Women Support Services. I do the crisis line support. And I'm on the Missing and Murdered Women's Coalition and the Feb 14th Memorial March Committee. So everything I do is to help end violence against women and girls.
Do you have any dreams, any vision or wishes?
Right now, I hope there is a national inquiry into missing and murdered Aboriginal women and girls across Canada, because we need to get to the root causes of why this is happening to our women in Canada. We're a first world country. This should not be happening. This should not be happening anywhere, but I know that, the numbers are higher in Mexico of their women being murdered, or Africa. However, being a first world country, this should not be happening here, and if we can make changes up here, hopefully that they will follow. Yeah.
Something for the next generations?
Next generation.
Some advice.
Next generation, we need to stop the violence. We can't let this keep going on. No man should lay a finger on any woman or girl. It doesn't matter if they're angry or anything. They should not put a finger on a woman.
Anything for the elders?
For the elders, keep doing what you're doing. We learn a lot from you, especially, because they've gone through residential school, and You know, we have a lot to get through, a lot of healing. But yeah, without our elders, we wouldn't know.
Something for the people. We are in Vancouver, so something for the people in Vancouver.
Something for
Normal people in Vancouver.
for the Vancouver people or people across Canada. They need to know. They need to know that this is a huge issue across Canada. People don't understand or realize how much of an issue it is. They see it on the news. However, when they actually hear from us, family members, and they hear our stories, it actually puts feeling behind it, and they get it. But yeah, they need to realize this is a huge issue and it needs to be dealt with.
And how the rest of the world can help to this issue, help that this inquiry going further. People around the world.
People around the world, they need to acknowledge this issue and bring it to Stephen Harper somehow. You know, we had that UN repertoire, James Anaya. He came here and he did a report on our missing and murdered Aboriginal women. And yeah, there are so many supporters.
Yes.
However,
So you think sending some letters to the Canadian Embassy?
anything. Reports,
in our
letters, hashtags. Start your own hashtags in Germany. Yeah, anything and everything. We need to keep this movement going, you know, to put pressure on Stephen Harper.
Is there some info website that you can recommend us to follow, like Facebook?
We're on Facebook, but we're under Missing and Murdered Aboriginal Women's Project, Butterflies in Spirit. Facebook wouldn't let me change it because we have over 500. Once you go over 500, you can't change the title of your group, but that's what we are. Our Gmail is butterfliesinspirit@gmail.com. We do have a website. Well, it's just in the works, and that's butterfliesinspirit.com.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you.